there is a case for going further than arrangement, which simply keeps a minority Conservative government in office. So I want to make a big, open and comprehensive offer to the Liberal Democrats. I want us to work together in tackling our country's big and urgent problems, the debt crisis, our deep social problems, and our broken political system. Let me explain my thinking. First, it is right and reasonable to acknowledge that, of course, there are policy disagreements between us, many of which were highlighted in those television debates. To fellow Conservatives who fought and campaigned and worked so hard to achieve the massive advance we've made in this campaign, I want to make it clear that I do not believe any government should give more powers to the European Union. I do not believe that any government can be weak or soft on the issue of immigration, which needs to be controlled properly. And the country's defences must be kept strong. I also believe that on the basis of the election result that we achieved, it is reasonable to expect that the bulk of the policies in our manifesto should be implemented. But across our two manifestos, there are many areas of common ground. And there are areas, I believe, that we in the Conservative Party can give ground, both in the national interest and in the interest of forging an open and trusting partnership. We share a strong desire to make opportunity more equal in this country, and I recognise the high priority that the Liberal Democrats have given to the proposal for a pupil premium in our schools. We agree with this idea. It is in our manifesto too, and I'm sure we can develop a common approach that recognises the urgency that the Liberal Democrats have attached to this proposal. The Liberal Democrats in their manifesto have made the achievement of a low-carbon economy an absolute priority, and we support this aim. I'm sure we can agree a common plan to achieve it. The Liberal Democrats have also made proposals to reform our tax system. We both agree that Labour's jobs tax, as the Liberal Democrats manifesto puts it, is a damaging tax on jobs, and we would seek to reverse it. It has always been an aspiration for the Conservative Party to reduce taxes, especially on those who earn the least. And we are happy to give this aim a much higher priority and to work together to determine how it can be afforded. We share a common commitment to civil liberties and to getting rid, immediately, of Labour's ID card scheme. On our political system, we agree with the Liberal Democrats that reform is urgently needed to help restore trust, and that reform must include the electoral system. The Liberal Democrats have their ideas, we have our ideas. For example, that all seats should be of equal size so that votes can have an equal value in a first-past-the-post system. And other parties have constructive proposals to put forward as well. So I believe we will need an all-party committee of inquiry on political and electoral reform. So I think we have a strong basis for a strong government. Inevitably, the negotiations we're about to start will involve compromise. That is what working together in the national interest means. But no government will be in the national interest unless it deals with the biggest threat to our national interest, and that is the deficit. We remain completely convinced that starting to deal with the deficit this year is essential. This has been more than confirmed by recent events in other European countries, recent instability in the markets, and recent conversations that we have had with both the Treasury and the Bank of England. The national interest is clear. The world is looking to Britain for decisive action. The new government must grip this deficit and prevent the economic catastrophe that would result from putting off the difficult and the urgent action that needs to be taken. So our big, open and comprehensive offer to the Liberal Democrats involves helping them to implement key planks of their election manifesto, providing the country with economic as well as political stability, and finding further ways in which Liberal Democrats can be involved in making this happen.